Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Good day. Welcome to Transformation Tuesday. Who is joining me here today? Please say hello in the comments if you're with me here live or watching the replay. I love that you're here whenever you can be. So welcome. I'm Liz Forrest, a master shamanic teacher of almost 30 years, sharing Toltec practices and tools of personal freedom. And today, I want to talk about a teaching that has been a very strong practice in my life, and even more so in my most recent times. And these are the practices of intent and prayer. Intent and prayer. And I want to clarify, not intention, but intent. And yes, those words, intention and intent, they do get used interchangeably, but they're different. They are different. And what do you think the difference is? You could put that in the comments. What's the difference to you between intention and intent? I'm going to give you a minute and come back to that. Intent or intention? We'll talk about that in a sec. So in the Toltec tradition, intent and prayer are considered really powerful tools for personal transformation and for shaping one's reality. Yeah, I'm going to say that again. Intent and prayer, they're like invisible forces, and they're very powerful tools for personal transformation and for shaping one's own reality. Intent is considered the driving force behind actions and creations, whether that is consciously or unconsciously directed. Carlos Castaneda, which I will guess that some of you know and have read his many books, described it as an unseen but real force. It's like gravity. It's not gravity, but it's an unseen real force like gravity that exists everywhere in the universe. The Toltec teaching of silent knowledge explains that direct contact with intent comes through experience rather than intellectual reasoning. Yeah. So when holding unwavering intent, we step into that energy. We step into that energy without questioning. And then we consciously direct our intent with the ability to hold all of our attention on a vision with pure belief so that it manifests into reality. Sounds may be complicated or complex, but really I can tell you that it's not with practice. Yeah, it takes practice because we have to move over all the things that distract us or that are unhealed in us, the old beliefs and agreements that we might hold about ourselves that limit us from believing we can create whatever the vision is that we're holding. Yeah, so let's go back for a sec to the difference between intention and intent. So intention, we hear that kind of in everyday conversation or everyday language, don't we? The intention, it suggests a plan or a desire. So an example might be that I had the intention of weeding the entire garden today. I had the intention of weeding the entire garden today. Okay. Intent is focused, determined, unwavering. I like to use that word, unwavering. It is directing all of your energy, And yeah, focus, to be very focused and unwavering in what it is that you are setting your intent to create for yourself. And that's the language that we use. I set my intent to do whatever it is that you are desiring to do. Yeah. And step into that energy without questioning. And as I've already said, when we have cleared the way of our limitations, of our old beliefs, of our unserving agreements, that becomes much more possible to do. Yeah, to be able to hold our attention on the vision so that it manifests into reality. The Andean shamans talk of dreaming the new world into being. I love that so much. Dreaming the new world into being, becoming a master of intent to create communally a life of acceptance and equality and unconditional love, not only for ourselves but for the whole world. Yeah, and my personal opinion is I feel that's what we're in right now. A lot of the old ways are falling apart. Dreaming the new way of being is in its gestation time. That's my own personal opinion. I'd be so interested to know what you feel about the times we're in right now. Okay, so intent. So now let's talk about prayer. What does prayer mean? What does that mean to you? Prayer. Please comment if you would like to do that. What does prayer mean to you? It can mean a lot of different things. Yeah. On this path, prayers are a powerful reminder of our connection, right? Not only this path, a powerful reminder of our connection to spirit, to God, to source, however you talk about that with yourself. Prayer is also a way to be vulnerable with divinity. Yeah, when we have a conversation with spirit, with creator, to be vulnerable. One of the contemplative questions I often ask my students is, when we meet for classes, are you feeling strong in your connection to divinity in this moment? Or something else? Yeah, you feeling strong, or would you like to strengthen your connection to divinity right now? Yeah, ask yourself that. Prayers are like seeds, really, planted in fertile ground. And just like when we plant seeds in the actual earth, that brings capability, great possibility of that seed blooming into new life and positive outcomes with our own faith. Yeah, with our own faith. Prayers are expressions of gratitude for the gift of life and the support received from Creator, from the universe. Yeah, gratitude. And prayers can also ease our fear about a situation, bring us back to our own presence, giving us our peace back, maybe fleetingly or maybe long term. Have you not felt that sometime in your life? I know I sure have, when I've been fearful or really anxious about something. And then I have sat in prayer for even a short time, and it's eased that anxiety or fear in myself. And also praying to our ancestors, to our allies, to the sacred directions, all offer us guidance. And also the realization of the connectedness of all life here and also in the spirit world. Speaking to our ancestors, there's so many practices around how to connect with our ancestors that involve prayer, contemplative time. So intent and prayer, powerful, invisible forces, maybe visible to some, invisible forces that guide us, and help us create and manifest what it is that we are desiring and wanting in our lives. So let's do a little recap. So the shamanic practices of intent and prayer emphasize our own power of awareness, first of all, our awareness and our will. Our will to create and manifest the visions that we hold for ourselves. Yeah. Really beautiful practices, really powerful. And in my most recent times, I have once again been reminded as I have manifested a vision for myself and with help of others. Yeah, that's the other part. I talked a little bit about that, about communal, the power of setting communal intent, the power of communal prayer to create something, not only for ourselves, but for everyone. Yeah, for all of us. So I'm always open to hearing what you feel or experience with your practices of intent and prayer. So please feel free to put that in the chat, the comments, whenever you watch this. And if you'd like to receive a complimentary session with me to talk more about these practices of intent and prayer or any other information about the shamanic practices that I teach, put complimentary, that one word, complimentary, in the chat, and I will contact you and we'll set that up. All right, thank you very much for joining me. Hello, Irene. To not be afraid to ask for those prayers from others can be daunting. Yes, it's like asking for help, right? Yeah, sometimes we might be a little self-conscious about asking for help. Yeah, and here's what I know. People want to help. The people I know, they want to help. And I know I want to help. Don't you? Yeah, we want to help each other. That's what we're here to do. Help each other. Thanks for bringing that in, Rini. Thanks for joining me. And I will see you all next week right here in Transformation Tuesday. Take the best care of yourself and explore your practices of intent, not intention, intent and prayer. I send my love to you.